I have to admit that I forgot our conversation from last week. So when he said the stutters, I thought he meant like monsters, like just these. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, that sounds terrifying. And tell me more, Jeremy. But no, he meant the stutters and the visuals. Okay,
It's
sorry.
actually a PC player's greatest fear, micro stutters.
Honestly, yeah.
Wait till you get to those macro stutters. Oh my god.
I tell you, it's not completely game breaking. I can still play just fine. But I do notice when it happens in particularly bad areas. And I don't think it's anything developers can really fix. It's an issue with the Unreal 5 engine. It's been noted in all types of games that have Unreal 5 as the engine for their game. And it's almost expected that it's there at launch. I think they make it better over time. And I remember when Elden Ring came out, Elden Ring, it actually played better on the Steam Deck because the way it was on Windows. So that said, I hope it isn't too distracting for you to continue playing. But
no, honestly, like I got to a certain part of the game where you're in like the dark. I think it's one of the apartment buildings or something like that. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
You crossed over to the other world.
Yes, and in there it's pretty noticeable. But again, like once you leave the other world and you get back out into the more open areas, then it's definitely less noticeable. It's really bad in that area, though, for sure.
I actually noticed it less on my end in there because it wasn't as wide open. There wasn't as much to load.
Interesting.
But it definitely, again, maybe I was too busy pissing my pants trying to get from room to room. But I'm past that part now. And I would say, for the most part, I got through the apartment building without noticing it too much. Did you... do you remember the old Dead Space ads where they talked about, you're gonna soil yourself or something like? There was some scary game back then that had ads to that degree.
I mean,
sorry,
Dead Space is the best survival horror game of all time, so I'm willing to chalk it up to that. Been playing, it's Haunted Hallows is here in Rocket League, one of my favorite events of the year, and I gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed with this year. I think they kind of dropped the ball.